Hey guys, how's it going? It's Boz Johnson here. Today we want to show you a video on how to maximize follow-up. Oftentimes what happens is individual realtors or teams, they need a fast and effective tool to get started on to track and centralize things so that they know what's happening with every lead that is coming into the business. And today what we're going to do is go through a little case study here with Doug Grace, go through the process of how we lead generate and then how we work with him to customize with his follow-up with his team based on the tools and resources they have. So with Doug, he has a small team in an office where what we do is we have set up a round robin scenario using Follow-Up Boss. All of the leads go to his CRM here. And Doug is a fantastic agent. He is in Sacramento, California. He has a plethora of experience. His website is here. He's an EXP agent. And what we do is we do Facebook ads for him and we do Google ads. Then we optimize the technology and the follow-up. Here is Follow-Up Boss. There are little video tutorials about the power of it, why it works, and they have been around for a while, so there are less glitches. That's really one of the biggest reasons I recommend people use it. And as well as in states where they allow recording, like where I operate in Hawaii, we can have our appointment setters call with the dialer inside the tool, listen to it, and help them improve their appointment setting. Because when teams are paying for lead generation online on Facebook, Google, and other sources, they want to know what's happening, especially if, like most realtors, they aren't even calling in the office. They're out in the field and making their calls. People want to know what's happening with these leads and opportunities. And let's go through with Doug. We've got him set up where let's log into his account. And let's take a look. Last 30 days, 151 leads, average contact attempts 1.69. And some of the automation we have in place is text and email. Speed to action is 3 days. Now, this is the holidays, so sometimes the team has been taking days off and they follow up later. The best thing you can do is follow up fast. However, that's not always the case. We could see inquiries flooding in. Most of these are through Facebook and such. So this is the dashboard viewable for last 30 days. What we could do is do, okay, what were the last 7 days? And we can see 44 leads, 14 hours, and people have not been following up. And we could see the leads coming in over the course of the last 24 hours. And what we're going to do is not go through all of these leads. However, we typically would review Doug and who's doing it and make sure that the person, the lead, is getting all the information they need about the property and determining whether or not they're hot. Oftentimes, if they opt into these leads, they are very hot. So with that, you could go down and you could see just in the recent few months, we've generated 456 leads between mostly Facebook and some with Google. We actually just started with Google, and we'll get into that later. And what we do is we set up a round robin scenario. So we go to the admin. We have different sources where we use his website, and we even trigger an automation sequence or an action plan of a text and email where immediately the lead receives a text and email saying, hey, thanks for opting in on Google or Facebook to view our property. And if you'd like to continue your search, we invite you to use our website or search app here. And we provide that link. So that's what we do by default. And then the team gets calling. What we recommend is that if a person gets a lead and Doug is paying for it, that they call up to 3 times within 7 days until they connect with that person to make sure that person has all the information that they need. And with that, some additional text and emails can really help to maximize appointments. I know teams that will do the 3 calls and 3 texts and 3 emails where they follow up with offering different items or content, such as a video monthly newsletter that a lot of people are really interested in seeing. So that is the process where leads come in. And if we go through the contact, we can see when a call is made and listen to the recording all through here. We can go down the line and go through all the recent people, just clicking the right arrow, and everything that goes out is tracked here. Let's go ahead and confirm with the reporting for the last 7 days. If we go to one of his agents, we could see that they did some calls on some past leads, and looks like another agent didn't do any calls. So the business owner, Doug, has been claiming most of these leads and actually tabling the follow-up this last 7 days. And we know that. And historically, he's done well, where the plan is to meet with the team and call these leads, possibly even doing the 100 call challenge, where everybody is responsible for calling 100 opportunities in one day. Let's take a look. The type of leads that are being generated, it's helpful to think, what is the source and how do people get into the system? And once again, this is a style of ad where we market a specific listing. And Doug has Homes of California as the page. We say, attention Elk Grove home shoppers, check out this amazing home, engineered details like this, and we provide the description. Then the call to action is view 30 plus photos and get property information. Stunning Elk Grove home, see 30 plus pics and info, right? People press learn more, and then this form pops up, view photos and get the info, and this property is being advertised by Doug, and then they select their motivation. So we do some tests with forms, and oftentimes we see about 10 to 15% emphasize that they might sell or upgrade their home, and those are our favorites. Doug is on track to close multiple transactions just from the last couple months of Facebook and Google that we have here. So view website. Then we bring them to a MLS page that he emailed me here. And you can see it's branded with his information. Now, we can also do that to his site. That's actually what we do oftentimes. And what we really did to revolutionize Doug's lead generation is also by focusing on Google Ads. So he's in Sacramento. And if we do Elk Grove real estate, we could see the common competitors are people like Zillow. And I'm not going to click on these guys so that doesn't actually charge them. However, we're doing ads just like these guys and strategically positioning within his geolocation in Elk Grove so that he pops up first. People go here, and normally you see his photo. It just happens to be, maybe he's changing it today. And people search and then do a soft capture opt-in. So for example, let's say they search there, and then they do 3 times of a search, they get presented the opportunity to save their listings and get market snapshots by creating an account. So that's a great way to do it. So it looks like this good thing that we're checking this. His page from his website is temporarily down. Let's find out. That's the thing. This is a conversion-based website. And from my experience, every solution has its bugs, no matter what you do. We do have some preferred solutions, and this is still one of them, is using conversion-based websites. So let's view details. here's the property. It's going slow, so I'm not going to do it. However, if you were to navigate 3 pages, it would pop up a big window, and that's where people opt in. That's where people submit their information and create an account. And from there, Doug's team follows up. It all lands for him inside of his Follow Up Boss account. Then what they do internally and at the office is they track how many leads were made per day, how many calls per day, and how many appointments were set. Then their goal for each one of their agents is just from the leads generated, they need to close at least one contract per month, as well as they should be generating one contract per month just from following up with their existing contacts and database or referral network. Because if they aren't doing follow-up there, then there's no reason why they would be able to generate an internet-based lead and close business still, right? So that is a requirement. And then it takes less than 20 minutes to get started with this Follow Up Boss account. There are some details in the setup. Ping us if you have any questions, as well as Follow Up Boss themselves has a fantastic support line. When you create an account, they are already pre-programmed as a contact. You can literally just click this button right here and it will call through your computer. There's also a phone application. So whenever your real estate agents are in the field, they get an instant notification when that lead comes in. So because all these pieces work together, it ends up solving some really critical problems of specifically rooted in accountability. Because the reality is that what everybody's problem is they don't have enough leads and they don't follow up with them enough. It's that simple. And the follow-ups, whatever they're doing, is not setting enough appointments. It's usually because they're not meeting enough new people consistently, either digitally or in person on a daily basis. And that's exactly why is their pipeline of contacts and people to help buy, sell, or invest real estate runs dry on a daily basis. They need to be adding 20 plus people, even if that's just sending 100 direct messages a day, right? So what the reason why people fail to do it, it's rooted in call reluctance. I suffer from this sometimes, and this happens with so many people, and that's why I highly encourage people to challenge themselves and do something such as do a 100 call day, because what that will do is force you to assemble your database of people that you're going to follow up with or brand new leads, and then spend and invest probably about 6 hours of just smiling and dialing and seeing if you can help people with any opportunities to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. And within the team, if you want to, like Keller Williams says, go from entrepreneurial to purposeful, there's a step in the process where you need to have more accountability, and not just for the business leader or the appointment setter or the administrator that's keeping the score and monitoring this and making sure everybody is following up with these leads and knows what's happening with every individual. There needs to be inherent accountability. And with this system, there is 100% accountability. We can see the numbers in the reporting dashboard instantly. And we always are paying attention to the last 7 days. Whenever we get together for a weekly meeting, we go, okay, guys, what's the numbers? And then we have the administrator on a daily basis send out a group text of each person's score between leads generated, calls made, and appointments set. So as a next step, I invite you to choose whatever technology solution you need, whether it's Follow Up Boss or Keller Williams Command or EXP's conversion in KV Core, whatever it is, make sure it fulfills the elements you need. Get started. This is a solution where you can get started on a 2-week free trial, and it truly takes about 20 minutes to just log in and set up your settings and company info to have this as a centralized database. For Facebook ads, it is very easy to connect. And for Google ads, we use a software called Zapier to connect and send leads to this. So that's it. This is Boz Johnson signing off. And if you have any questions about getting started, getting results in using your CRM technology or maximizing automations from text, emails, and more, then go ahead and reach out to us, contact us, and we'll talk to you soon.